Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to North Hobart Oval, the spiritual home of football in Tasmania, as we're preparing for a huge match between the Lauderdale under-14 Bombers versus Sandy Bay, as we see the Sandy Bay Lions burst through their banner. And you can see the determination on their face. It's the Silver Fox Hopwood here with Martin Duffy in the commentary position. Duff, welcome to what's going to be an absolute crackerjack of a game.
Thank you, Hoppy. It's great that you've invited me along to be part of this, and I just can't wait. The anticipation leading into this match has been just amazing. And I tell you what, I don't know who your tip is, Hoppy, but I'm tipping a close one today.
Of course you tip a close one, as we see there's the Bombers have come out as well onto the field. As we hear the theme song being played, they look a nice strong unit there, Duff, as runner Sutcliffe's just going through the warm-up preparations. But if we just sort of go back a few moments, we can see Captain Hopwood just pointing towards which way they're going to be kicking. It's been a couple of really ripping games from these two blokes. They've clearly been the top two teams throughout the season. Lauderdale are going through undefeated, but in saying that, they've had a couple of really good games against the Sandy Bay boys.
Yes, and of course the rivalry is very strong. It's been built up over the last few years between these two clubs, and gee, I expect a bit of spirit in the opening few moments of the game.
Righto then, Duff, put your neck on the line. Who do you like?
Look, I'm not going to do that. I got it wrong on the last match, so no, I'd actually got it right, didn't I? Okay, you asked me to tip it. I'd say Lauderdale.
Yeah, I fancy, if all goes to plan, which of course it doesn't all the time, but you can see the Lauderdale boys there sort of getting out there, prepping each other up, leading out front hard. That's the way. You like to see that team bonding there, Duff.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess they clearly have been probably the best side. And oh, there's that silly old grey-headed bloke there, Duff. But anyway, they've probably clearly been the best side. They've been very nicely drilled by Coach Hibbard, and there he is, sort of getting a stern look. And there's the official doctor for the team, Dr. Rod Franks there, just rubbing his hands. And talking of coaches, there's Coach Jones. That's Andrew Jones for Sandy Bay, looking very studious there. He's just sort of coming over it. So they've tossed the coin, and it appears that Lauderdale are kicking towards the domain end, and Sandy Bay are kicking up towards the grandstand end, Duff. Everything's fine in for a very big crowd. It's a huge crowd.
Stevie Hay there.
Yeah, one of the greats of the Sandy Bay Club. The crowd, you'd estimate, what, 4,000 people? At least.
Hoppy.
3.5.
About 1,200, mate.
3,500 people, and they've come to watch probably one of the games that everyone has been looking forward to be watching today, Duff. So we're just waiting here. The conditions are perfect. You and I were just walking down on the ground there. The dew that was here earlier for the under-13s has been kicked off the grass as Jones is giving his last-minute instructions. And don't you love to see him holding it nice and close there, Duff? Just trying to get the spirit going, and these boys need to get off nice and tight as assistant coach Hopwood is sort of just revving them up there, nice and tight.
What is happening there, Hoppy?
Well, just last-minute instructions. That bloke just puts his bib in every bloody thing. There's no doubt about that. As
Gee, Henry's not even paying attention.
Well, he doesn't pay attention at home either, so why would he pay attention now, Duff? Anyway, it's the last-minute instructions as the bench have come down. There's quite a few boys on the side there, and that's been the strength of Lauderdale, is the number of boys that they've got there. So we're expecting a rip-roaring game, as we're just sort of casting our eye over just to see if anyone's made any swift changes. You just sort of see around there, Duff. What have you seen? You'll know these two teams. Any changes you've seen? No. I could see the first one there that's probably a little bit different is young Shea, who's been probably playing at centre-half forward. Number 22 for Sandy Bay. He's gone into the middle. He's one of the prime movers there. I've noticed Priest for Lauderdale. He's very solid in defence, and he's gone up into the centre. The usual combatants in the ruck there, that's Hopwood. He's looking like he's gone straight into the ruck. Hibbon on the ball. Jones on the ball. Looks like Williamson's gone to him. But anyway, Duff, here's the big bounce as the big men go in. First blood. Over they go, if you don't mind. It's Williamson getting first possession. It's Booth gets the ball, driving him forward. Triffett tries to get the ball clearly. Goes back in, he's in trouble. Gets the handball and ball out. Over they go, just trying to stamp their authority on the game. It's going to be an arm wrestle early, as it always is in a grand final, Duff. Tackling hard. Don't you love the clinches there? Going back in is Stalker. He's pulled aside like a rag doll, if you don't mind, by the Lauderdale boys. It's gone over there. Tried to get back in inboard to Hopwood. He couldn't quite get it. Triffett, though, goes to the handball, get to Casey. Oh, fumbling there is Hopwood, takes after his mother, obviously there. It's Triffett, gets the handball out there. Tell you what, there's a chain of handballs here, Duff, and it comes out wide for the first shot on goal. It's going wide, and it's over for one behind. Gee whiz, that's very frenetic pace in there, Duff.
Give yourself a glass of water, Hoppy. I mean, I tell you what.
Oh, the pace, it's fierce.
Don't blow yourself out, mate, too early.
We don't want to
We got a point there.
Peak early, there's no doubt about that. Anyway, so here comes Sandy Bay, getting it back. That's Shea. I mean, he's one of the prime movers. Gets it out towards 5. Handball across. It's Hopwood now. Snap on goal, and it's gone across the face of goal, and that's the second behind. So far, Lauderdale have had all the ball, but resulting with 2 points, Duff.
Yeah, rather subdued crowd below us, Hoppy. It's, you know.
Well, they're just finding their feet. They're probably just tucking their thermoses away, and they've had a bit of cake from the first one. They're just settling themselves in. Up go the big men. It's just gone over the top. Beautifully picked up there by Sandy Bay and Shivey. He couldn't quite get it out. That's the big man there in Manning. Manning's been good all year. Beautifully done by Priest. Gets it out to the running player in Booth. This bloke's got beautiful skills. Nice long kick. Beautifully picked up there, though. That was magnificent play by the big fella, Capelli. Capelli drives it back in towards the centre. Here goes Sandy Bay. They've got the ball. Takes a run. That's nice play. Now's there an opportunity. Goes into all their full forward zone. Evans, he's a great defender. Gets it out there to Cook. He's an absolute cracker of a defender. Over to Williamson. He's in front. He's about 3 opposition, and that's in the back. He was in front position there, Duff, so he gets the rewarding free kick.
Is this Gary's boy?
One of Gary's boy, one of many. You know that.
Wasn't he a great player?
Nicely marked there by Hopwood. He's in front. He's stamping some authority early. Gets it across to Priest.
What about his dad?
Oh, he was a complete dud, obviously. You know that.
Who Priest or Hopwood?
And it's holding the ball. Don't you love the way the umpire gets the arms and goes, that's it. Taken there by Hibbert. Hibbert gets it inboard to Casey.
Jeez.
Casey there.
Big names in this Lauderdale side.
Casey Blackley. Blackley drives it out wide. Here's their opportunity to score. So Sandy Bay are holding up for him. Oh, just runs that ball over, Duff. And that's fair enough. And it's going to be a ball in, very tight inside the Lauderdale's attacking zone. And it's going to be a boundary throw in as the ruckman are just milling around there. I think it might be Krabs who takes the tap. He goes up for us. It's it was Franks who's knocked over there. Sandy Bay fighting particularly hard as Tommy Cotty is trying to get the ball out. Here's Fife. He's a very clever player, but intercepted by Sandy Bay. That was well done. Over they go, trying to get it out is Franks. He gets the handball out. The defensive side of Lauderdale is trying to get it done. It's Priest. He burrows in well, gets his head where you shouldn't put it there, and that's a clever mark to Morton. Morton's going back. He's probably a little bit too far out to score. Spinning the ball in the old right hand. One way, then the other. He's looking further afield. Oh, he's gone the kick right in close. And that's a very solid mark by Triffett. Triffett, this is Jade Triffett. Good kick here, Duff. I'd back him from here. What do you think? It's a very tight angle, but he's one of these left foot kicks, silky skills. Now, Lauderdale have settled quite well, but they've only got 2 points, so they'd need to get this goal if they can. Okay, he comes in on the approach. It's a very nice looking kick. It's gone straight over the head of the goal umpire. That's straight through the high diddle, and that's the first blood drawn by Lauderdale, and that's the first goal to Jade Triffett.
Just an observation, Hoppy. It just seems as though the Lauderdale players, they've got some big boys out there. Do you think that could be a factor?
Well, you know this stuff, that the big blokes don't get shorter as the game gets longer, so they've got some nice, good, strong bodies, and that's been the telling for them all season. So here we are back live as the ruckman face off. It's Hopwood for Lauderdale. Oh, he goes up early, and that's nice play there by Manning. Got up before acceptances, trying to get the ball out. Picked up by Booth. Hopwood trying to get that ball out. He's been caught. He's been too slow. Holding the ball, and that's gone back to Shea. Shea is a very swift player. He gets the ball, trying to get it forward for Sandy Bay. Oh, look out. Given the old darn argue by Crew. Oh, yes. Back over the ball is their Hibbert, trying to get the ball out to Booth with the silky skills. Can't quite get it out there. Sandy Bay did very nicely there in Evans. Evans tried to get it across. The tackling has been fantastic, and that is Williamson, who's right on the job. He was very good tackle there on Oliver Jones, and Oliver Jones is one of the prime movers, so he's trying to keep him.
Smother.
Jones goes to smother, trying to do that. That's the 1%ers that you like. Nice play by young Ollie Jones. And that's going to be one of the key matchups there, Duff. We talked about that early before the cameras started rolling. Ollie Jones on Maxie Williamson. Boundary throw in. Up go the ruckman. That's Manning and Hopwood. Couldn't get it out to anyone in particular. They're fighting hard, trying to get it forward. Hopwood trying to burst his way through. Goes once, goes in to get it again. Tries to get it out to 5. He's good enough to get clear. Here they go, knocking it forward there in Hibbard. Running player there in Nugent. Nugent tries to get it, goes back in to get it again. Avoids one, goes back in there. Here comes Morton, gets it out towards the creative one in Franks. Franks, high kick, and that is a fantastic mark there by Main, Duff, because he had to wait a long time there and he stood tall, and a great mark from the Sandy Vader vendor. Out it goes towards the outer side as Booth picks it up. He hasn't got the ball, handballs to himself, gets it across to Hopwood. Hopwood now driving it long towards the full forward zone. Up goes Krebs, and that's a very nice mark there, Duff. Great movement of the ball. Hopwood picked that ball up, and he knew that the plan of attack is to get it in nice and quickly to young Krebs, and he's taken a particularly nice mark. Throws the old mouth guard away. He doesn't want that. He's probably, about 15 metres out, slight angle, and he's going to have a shot on goal. Krebs now, with his trusty left foot, comes in. He's made the goal umpire work a little bit. He's gone across to the right-hand side, and he's strained that one, so it's one behind there, Duff. So now Sandy Bay.
Just an observation, Sandy Bay have only been into their forward 50 once, to the top arc of the 50 zone. Lauderdale 6 times so far, Hoppy.
Okay, it's Hopwood now. Goes up for that ball. Couldn't quite go get it. He was good enough to try and get a second time. Out it goes there. Fife, the little bloke, trying to do all he can to get the ball. Here goes Shea. He's got a will o' the wisp and got a quick turn of pace, but he's caught. He's good enough to recover. Shea now driving Sandy Bay forward. Have a look at the openness of the forward line, Duff. Every opportunity picked up by Watts. He couldn't quite get it. It's the defensive side of play coming here for the Lauderdale Bombers. Picked up by Sandy Bay, going right down deep. And here's an opportunity, Duff. It's come right over the back to James Green, and that's a tremendous goal, and that's just what Sandy Bay needed, Duff. Great goal by Green as he opened that one up. Lauderdale have had all the play, but when it became forward to the goals there, it had the open forward line, and that was nice play by James Green. In fact, he was one of 3. They could have raffled that one, Duff, and that's through for the goal. Although Lauderdale had all the play, it's almost even Stevens as Lauderdale 1-3-9 to Sandy Bay. 1 goal straight, 6 points.
And that's just what the game needed there, Hoppy. It was just looking all Lauderdale, and Sandy Bay getting it down, like I said, for I think about the second time perhaps, and they've got a goal.
Just got to take your chances, Duff, in this particular occasion. As up goes the play by the umpire here. It's still Manning and Hopwood facing off in the centre bounce. Up they go. Hopwood, beautiful tap out. That silver service to Priest. He gets it forward to here in the running player. Beautiful play there by Franks. He kicks it out wide, and there's Triffett. He's been prominent early. Swings round on the left boot. Right up they go. And that's young Gussie Morton. Chips in there and takes the mark. Very nice play. Leading out there, he's taken that mark. And he's going to have a shot on goal. I'd put him probably pretty much directly in front. Morton's been one of the key forwards for Lauderdale throughout the season. He comes in, kicks the ball, and there's no doubt in that one. That's a lovely kick to Angus Morton, and that's the nice settler that they needed by Lauderdale as they move on now. That's fantastic work. Beautiful kick there by Morton. And Sandy Bay were good enough to get that goal in green, but Morton with the answer that they needed. And that's what good teams do. When the opposition get a goal, they need to answer nice and quickly. Up goes the ball up. One out there by Hopwood yet again to Priest. He's doing very well in the ruck is Hopwood. Can't quite get that one out to Priest. And the umpire, great tackle by Sandy Bay, says, I'll have it. So it's another ball up. Up goes Manning and Hopwood again. Tapped out by Hopwood to Priest. That's been a combination I might be calling throughout the day if Hopwood's ascendancy keeps going like this in the ruck. Gets it to Morton. Well tackled by Stalker. He's one of the prime movers for Sandy Bay. A good strong unit. Gets it out towards the wing. Ball bouncing freely. Picked up by Williamson. Hasn't got the ball for long because Sandy Bay's tackled, and that's going to be a feature of the game here. They get the handball onto Jones. Jones quickly gets the ball forward into their 50. Hasn't been there very often. Evans running towards the ball, but that's beautifully picked up by Bell Chambers. In she goes. And that's a beautiful mark there for Lauderdale deep in their defence. Beautiful mark as he's gone out wide towards the right street wing, and leading up forward there was Morton. Morton now runs on, gets the drop kick back in towards the drop punt towards the centre. Back they go. It's Jones and Williamson trying to the ball. Tough tackle there by Jones. Couldn't get it out, and it's been spoilt free. And I think it's a free kick here. Didn't dispose of it properly there. And Sandy Bay get the free kick in. Ollie Jones. Ollie Jones now. He's going to try and see if he can get someone free for Sandy Bay. Down it goes deep towards the full zone. Great spoil there by the defender in Cook. Over they go. A little bit high there on Jackson, but he's good enough to go back in. Great tackling there by Lauderdale. That's been a feature of their game all year. Shea now. He's a will o' the wisp. Going down. It's just swayed off line and through for one behind there to Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay now. Just an extra point there. And I think the old scoreboard there, Duff, just check on that goal to Lauderdale as well. I think you got that one up. As out it comes wide, and there's the cinnamon for Lauderdale there in Priest. Priest gets it out wide to the forward there. Beautiful play by Morton. Back over to Booth. Booth going forward. That's good effort by Franks. Couldn't quite take the mark. Hibbard goes back in to get the tackle. It's anybody's ball there. And it's loose towards the boundary line. Just we're getting in his Hopwood. Hopwood gets the handball out to Franks. Franks out to Hibbard. Great combination of handballs there by the Lauderdale team, trying to combine well. It's Triffett trying to go in well. Stalker gets pushed over like a little rag doll. Great there. He's a big unit too. Coming across there is Jackson there, back across there. Oh, ball, says the crowd. Play on, let it go. And they've done Fife trying to get the ball out. Stalker picks it up. Great kick by him on the right foot. Right out wide towards the right street wing there. It's Evans now picking it up. He's got a couple of kicks. Better get rid of it. And that's holding the ball there. Oh. What do you think of that one, Duff?
Yeah, just good match this, isn't it? Competitive.
Very competitive match. That's Jones. He's one of the better players for Sandy Bay. Up it goes there. Couldn't quite pick it up. And that's Jacob Evans getting the ball out beautifully. I'm sorry, I just called that one a minute ago. It was Alex Patterson, not then, but that's all right. I'll come back live. We'll get you in a minute, Alec. It's Williamson over the ball. Couldn't quite get it out. Argy-bargy sort of stuff. Still nobody can before except a big man to bust free. And they're trying to hold it in at all costs. Nicely played there by Hibbard. He didn't want to give that ball up. And it's a ball up here. Up go the ruckman, Manning and Hopwood. This time Hopwood gets a big fist to the ball, just trying to get it out. That's beautifully picked up by Shea. A couple of tacklers there, but he's good enough to get the ball on his right foot and get it over there. Trying to get it out and kicking it out there was Alexander Thomas, the big centre half back for Lauderdale. Nice play by Shea, getting out to the running players here in Sandy Bay as they go forward, looking for the goal. And I think that's a great mark. Oh, Cook's not happy. He's saying, I touched that one. But the umpires say, not this one, Mean Dean Cook. That's a very timely mark by young Jack Bastick. He's going to line us up here now from about sort of 15 metres out, directly in front. And I think he should kick this goal from here as Bastick has a shot on goal. Straight over the goal umpire's head. And that's a goal to Sandy Bay. Beautiful kick, accurate, straight as an arrow. Jack Bastick gets that goal there for Sandy Bay. And we've got a very tight encounter, as we predicted here at the North Hobart Oval. Up they go. Hopwood gets the tap out. This occasion, Shea was a wise up for that. Here's their chance to get the mark. The ball's free here. Can't quite get it. Nicely done there by Patterson. Good tackle there. It's free as Evans got one across the fingers. But it's Damon Crew who was held without the ball. There it is, and that's how we saw it. It's gone back to Evans. Evans has kicked it out wide, but the siren's gone just before Hopwood could bring that one in. And we've got an absolute crackerjack game here as Lauderdale are 2 goals 3-15 to Sandy Bay 2 goals 1-13. It's a very tight encounter. It's an arm wrestle. It's an absolute great game as we predicted. We're going to just take a quick breather here and we'll be back live for the second quarter, Duff, in just a few minutes as the coaches are just getting their players in as Coach Hibbard now just having a bit of a chat to his players. He's probably getting the old magnet out there, just make any changes he's going to make there. As there we get confirmation of the scoreboard, 2-3-15 to 2-1-13 here at North Hobart. Welcome back to the second quarter, and Duff, we've had a look around the ground. We noticed a couple of changes there, especially with Lauderdale. We've noticed young Thomas has gone onto the ball, probably going to run with Shea, and I noticed Priest has gone back to centre half back as Hopwood, the big man's gone up and got the tap out again for Lauderdale. In goes Hibbert, out to Booth. Quick exchange of handballs, out to Williamson, out to the running player in Nugent. He goes over the ball. In goes the tough nut there for Sandy Bay and Campbell. Can't get that out. I like that blood nut fella down there, young Bluey Campbell.
Yeah, little fella. He goes in very hard. And like I said, a lot of smaller players for Sandy Bay, but they are very hard at it.
Yeah, he plays across that half-back line as Hibbert gets the ball, goes onto his left foot, trying to drive Lauderdale into attack. It's gone out towards Oakford. Gratian there picks it up. He's now onto the ground. Can't get a boot onto it. Going back in again. Well done. I like that second effort stuff. That's what you like in a player. If you couldn't get it the first time, go back in and get it the second time. And it stacks on the mill. And the umpire's going to ball it out in the true 50 metres away from the Lauderdale goal. Up they go, Manning and Hopwood. Hopwood gets it back out again. Beautiful tackle there by Williamson. In goes the big fella there. It's Franks trying to get it out. Can't help it there. Thomas gets it. Picked up by Hopwood. Hopwood slams it onto the right boot. Bouncing one way and the other. Krabs can't get the ball. It's over the back to Fife. Fife gets the sliver into it off the ground, and through she goes for a goal there, Duff. The opportunist goal to Dylan Fife in the right place at the right time. Let's have a look at this replay. It's Franks getting the ball out to Hopwood. Breaks one tackle. He gets the ball long towards the full forward line. Bounces over forward from Krabs. And have a look at that opportunist goal there. That's a beautiful play by Dylan Fife.
Yeah.
How did you like that one, Duff?
Yeah, he's just a little Stephen Milne, isn't he? And, gee, you know, he's a small little fella, but hasn't he got a lot of courage? And I think Mickey Hibbert would be pretty happy with that role.
There's Fife going back in. Have a look at that, Duff. He's even given one into the ribs to go on with. Don't you like that? A bit of spirit in the game. Here we go now. Back into the centre of the game. Up go the big ruckman. It's Hopwood, who's being very dominant in the ruck. Gets it out to Williamson. And a beautiful pass there off to Morton. Morton swings around. Long kick to the full forward zone. This is danger as Krabs has marked one out. That was absolutely champagne football, Duff.
Yes, Krabs. Been watching him since his early days in junior footy. And, yeah, very, very good forward. He's got those long arms. Tell you what, he's a player of the future. Once he gets a bit bigger, he's going to be a fantastic footballer. In he comes, straight in front, not a problem.
Well, that's 2 goals within a minute, Duff. I tell you what, the way Lauderdale moved the ball out of the centre there was absolutely fantastic. There was no time to blink. That was obviously premeditated. The big tap straight onto those prime movers and a quick goal, leaving Krebs one out in the square as the ball goes up. There's been a change as well. Manning's gone off the ball. Stalker's gone on to try and combat Hopwood in the ruck, and Stalker's done that very well. The beautiful left foot kick by Stalker down to the full forward zone. It's Cook in defence. Sandy Bay now gets it out to Stalker. He's making an impression on the game. Drives it long towards the goals, but he's just been offline, and that's gone through for one behind for Sandy Bay. Beautiful play there by Stalker. Not only did he take the tap, then he went forward and tried to get the ball. So he's came up from centre half back and got on the ball. So it's Cook here now as the scoreboard just being adjusted there, thanks Duff, to one behind. Cook looking for somewhere to go. Now he decides to go short towards that outer side. Pushed off the ball as Booth's in front and centre on the ball, overrunning it. There's Stalker again. He's starting to have a bit of an impression on the game. Garrett picks it up for Sandy Bay. The tap out there. Evans goes back in to get it. Great desperation there by Crew. Handballed out by Sandy Bay there in Kearney. Can't quite get it. There's Cook, ever reliable and deep in defence. Gets it out wide. Jackson Nugent gets it out again to Hibbert. Oh, Hibbert's. What's happened here? Was it holding the ball or didn't dispose of it correctly? That's playing holding the ball. And Garrett, nice tackle there. He's going to send Sandy Bay deep into attack. Sandy Bay now, Priest in front, can't mark that. Over it goes, loose ball now. Beautifully roved there by Patterson. Patterson tries to get the ball, but Sandy Bay gets the kick off the ground. The opportunist goal, couldn't quite get it. And it's through for the minor, one behind. Cook goes short. Out to Priest. Priest now playing at centre half back. He looks forward of field. Goes for the long running player there in Oakford Gratian. Oakford now. Long, shows short, in there. And that's Morton. Morton on the big lead from half-forward flank. Swings around toward the Ryde Street sign. And that's a lovely mark into Franks. Franks gets it off to Nugent. Nugent now trying to move it forward to the full forward zone. And in chips Fife. Fife now, that left footer, going into the dangerous zone. And there's Franks. Franks, that was great movement of the ball by Lauderdale. That ball has gone from one end of the ground to the other with precision by the Lauderdale team. And it's Isaac Franks lining it up now, straight over the ball. Very serious look on the old face here, as he's normally a very reliable kick for goal. That ball's a little bit wobbly, but I tell you what, that's another sausage roll for Lauderdale. Great kick there by young Isaac Franks. Straight through the high little diddle, and that's another 6 points to Lauderdale. I tell you what, Duff, they're getting a bit of a wriggle on here, and they're really starting to stamp some authority on this game, as they've gone to 33, and Sandy Bay at the moment don't seem to have any answers to it. As up goes Hopwood, he's got yet another tap. That's well done by Stalker. He's roved that one there. He's kicked it long towards Sandy Bay's full forward zone. Couldn't quite get the mark. It's a hard one. Stalker's down there again. It's a one-man band at the moment. He's playing trying to get the team back into it as Robinson slams it onto his boot. Here's young Jock Stalker trying to get it again. Beautifully roved and picked up there by Booth. Trying to get it out. That's Jones. Gets it onto his right boot. Kicking back in towards the danger zone. Here's one picked up beautifully there by Garrett. Garrett gets it in. Gets it over now. He's got the ball back. Trickling towards the goal. Great defence in there by Evans. Oh, he hasn't got the ball, umpire. And that's the way he's seen it. That's Jacob Evans there. He's going to take the result and free kick.
Things just starting to go Lauderdale's way.
Yes, as we look there, it's 33-15, and it's a beautiful play there. Here comes Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay have got the ball, gone one way, then the other, and that's through for one behind, as Sandy Bay are just trying to get that ball forward here, Duff. So nice play there as Cook's gone the short kick. Oh no, it's gone too far, and that's out of bounds. It hasn't been touched by anyone. That was unfortunate there, as Cook has gone the short pass. And I better have a few of these sultanas there, Duff. You better take over, son. Keep the energy levels up.
This is a kick on goal here. I think he's probably just going to put it up at the top of the square here.
Over they go. Cook's got it, shepherded by Hopwood. Hopwood goes back in to get the ball, takes it straight onto the boot, gets it out wide. Well picked up there by Oakford. Oakford now trying to get it across to Booth. Booth's a very skillful player. He's gone the drop punt out wide. Oh, that one's over the shoulder, and that's Morton. You and I were just talking a little minute ago there, Duff. You've loved the way Morton's led up the ground.
Yeah, he's a good mover, isn't he? Gee, they've got a few on this Lauderdale side. Of course, Mike's had these boys since, what, under 8s?
Yes, a long time ago there, Duff, so they're very well skilled, well drilled, and of course they're now used to all those Hibbertisms that he comes out with, the old champion.
The Hibbert factor.
Up they go for the ruckman. Can't quite get that out. I think that's hold without acceptances. Talking of Hibbards, that was young Mitchell Hibbard, and he was held there without the ball, and he's given away the free kick. Out it goes wide. Hopwood couldn't quite get that one as Stalker's chipped in. Can't hear a thing there, Duff. Get it up. And Hopwood, he's got the ball. He's running it forward towards the full forward zone. It's moved quickly, and there he is. Great mark there by Krabs. If I just go back, I missed the tackle there, Duff, and that was magnificent by the big, burly, strong unit that is Alexander Thomas. He put the big don't argue if you don't mind on Benny Shea. Hopwood was quick enough to pick the ball up, kick it long into the full forward, and now we see Krabs lining up for goal as he lines it up, kicks towards the full forward zone, Duff. It's straight over the head of the goal umpire, and another goal to Krebs and Lauderdale. And I don't like to say it, Duff, but it's looking like it's getting into dangerous territory for Sandy Bay. How do you see it?
Settle down, Hoppy. It's only 23 points. I mean, God.
23 points, but I tell you what, they're playing a good brand of footy. Up they go. Hopwood gets the tap out yet again, but Sandy Bay are trying to shark this ball. Priest, oh, didn't you love to don't argue, get out of the way, he says as the stream train comes through. Nicely marked there by Oakford Gratian. Oh, the old hyphenated names, they're hard for the commentator. Hey, nice mark there by Manning as he tried to walk through the brick wall was Hopwood, and he had to go back for his mark. Great mark there, son. Well played by Manning. Drives it up forward for Sandy Bay. Just got to try and get him moving. as that's holding the ball by Crew as far as I can see it. Beautiful play there by Bignell. Bignell with a great tackle. Trying to get the ball moving, gets the handball across to Stalker. Stalker now trying to drive it forward. Unfortunately spilt there by Bell Chambers. He beautifully marked in there by the blonde bombshell there for Lauderdale, and flying high, it's Morton. Morton's taken a nice mark. Morton now drives it forward, and any chips there is Oakford Grecian. Nice mark there. As before, the blonde bombshell course was Jack Smith. That was beautiful play, Jackie Smith off the half-back line. He's got a great turn of pace. Very noticeable for the umpires there, Duff. He's got what you haven't got, and that's hair. Nice flowing hair in your tight-knit black crop there, but that was beautiful play. Out it comes towards Stalker. Couldn't quite get that ball. Here's Shea. Hasn't he got a bit of a pace?
Oh, yeah.
Running away from Thomas on this particular occasion. Getting it in forward, the forward 50. Nice knockout there by Evans. Couldn't quite get this time. He socked off the play here. Running toward the ball is Crew. Great defensive play. He tries to pick it up. Now he's trying to get it out. Can't handball out. Stacks on the mill. I think should be a ball up here there, Duff. What have you seen there? Holding the ball.
Don't start me.
Oh,
Poppy.
you hate that rule, don't you, Duff? The playmaker. Anyway, great tackle by Jones. Jones gets it to back the full forward zone. Over they go. It looks like it's Krebs has gone down there on the ball. Priest tries to get the ball. Beautifully knocked out there again by Smith. Smith couldn't quite pick it up now. Jackson Nugent's is good enough to go back out and get the ball. Tapped out in front by Booth. Booth can't pick it up. Now he's got the handle on it. Oh, great skill there and courage to hold the ball. Beautiful mark by Shea. He goes past once, goes past the second one, drives it toward the goals. Here's an opportunity for Sandy Bay. The ball, great defensive skills there by the defensive unit there in Patterson. Knocks it through for one behind. And we can see there that the scoreboard reads 6-4-40 for 2-5-17. We're drawing very close to deep into the second quarter, Duff.
And Hoppy, just looking at the stats here on my laptop in front of me, that's 5 behinds this quarter to Sandy Bay.
Fantastic work, Duff, on the laptop there. Beautiful technology that Hutch TV have got. And that was young Will Campbell there, just trying to put the old foot into that ball to get it forward for Sandy Bay, and she's gone out in front of the Ryde Street side.
So very important time of the match. Really feel as though the Bay just needs a sneaker goal going into half-time, Hoppy.
You're right on the money there, Duff, as you always are. The special comments there by the Duffs there as the ball's overrun there, going back in to get it, trying to get the goal. That's Jones. He's one of the keys for Sandy Bay. Up they go. Oh, Cook, surely that's a free kick, Duff.
No.
Comes out wide. That's picked up by Kearney and snapped in towards the goal. Gee, I tell you what, Cook was brave, and as he went for the ball there, he had his dukes up to try and get the one. He was slammed right in the hooter, but didn't get the mark. Get us back onto live coverage here, thank you, Duff.
Sorry, Hobby.
The old camera's going to crack if they see the grey locks of me. Out it goes, well marked there by Thomas. Oh no, he's got an attack of the fumbles, couldn't quite bring it in. Sandy Bay just slipped the slipper into it here. Smith picks it up, he's been good down back for Lauderdale. Right back to centre half back. Can Sandy Bay get the goal that they really need? Fighting hard and over the ball is Williamson. He's a tough nut. Over he goes, he's trying to pull it in. Beautifully picked up by Patterson. Patterson gets it out to Priest. Priest now driving it up towards the creative one in Fife. Fife gets it out, can't quite get the handle on it, and the ball's gone out there. Nice defensive skills by Main, and it's going to be a ball in there deep into the Lauderdale forward zone here, Duff.
What a courageous little footballer he is, a little Fife down there in the forward pocket.
Yes, you've picked that in one as Fife now. He's front and centre, trying to get it out. There's Franks. Good tackle by him. Nice attack on the ball by Oakford Grecian. Stacks on the mill. And I think there's not going to be too much there. It's getting very close towards half-time. And as we've said there, Duff, the siren's gone. And that was a fantastic quarter by the Lauderdale boys there, Duff, as they're probably going to run in nice and tight with a bit of a spring in their step, because they've got a wriggle on there. They've just squeezed their lead out there, Duff, to 22 points. They've moved on to 40, and Sandy Bay are on 18. Gee whiz, Duff.
6 behinds at the Bay in that quarter.
Had some opportunities, didn't they, Duff, as they went in there. As we can see the scoreboard there. I'll tell you what, Duff, we need to take a break. We can smell those sabs are bubbling away up there behind us, the pies, and of course, our big sponsor, Cripps. We're going to have a break. We'll be back very, very shortly, won't we, Duff?
Oh,
it's been an absolute
for hours talking, if you
absolute crackerjack game. But as we've just said, the sandwiches are waiting for us here by Cripps, the master baker. So we're going to go down there, probably have a cup of tea, and we'll be back for the second half in just a minute. I hope you're enjoying the game. We're having a great time bringing it to you.
And Hoppy, we just cut down to you, Andrew. What are you saying to the boys down there, mate?
Well, you know, Duff, it's only been a half of football, and you just got to reiterate to these lads that it's not over yet. You've only played a half. You've got to apply the pressure, and just saying, the game, you can't win a game in a half of footy, Duff. You can only lose them, so you just got to keep the pressure on. So far as it's really impressive that you've got the mic on me down here, and I'm just going to quickly run up there. You better take the bounce, and I'll be back up in a minute, Duff.
Okay, up they go. The big man, Hopwood, but he's beaten this time by the 21. That's Stalker for the Bay. Sandy Bay really need to get some early goals in this quarter. And Hoppy, you're up here already. Jeez, that was quick, mate.
Sit down there, and that was Jones. Got onto his left boot, gets it forward, but there's the consummate defender in Cook. Getting the high fives there from Smith. You said to me at the half-time break you've really enjoyed the way Dean Cook's played at fullback, Duff.
Yep.
He's been very good as the boundary lines come in. It's Cook, a man we just spoke about. He read that ball well. Coming out toward the Ryde Street side as that boundary line umpire didn't quite... obviously, he mustn't have had the power drink, just went the water, so he didn't have enough energy there. So I think they'll be up to this. And here he goes again. He's going to throw this one in.
Very experienced.
It's Stalker and Hopwood. Stalker got the front position, and he said it's on the full.
Interesting.
I don't know what that one was. Oh, I see that one, Duff. Yes. He said he's deliberately punched that straight out, subsequently, this is danger. Hibbard's gone back inboard towards Thomas, but the ball's gone back the wrong way. Here's an opportunity for Sandy Bay and Shea. Shea drilled it right towards their forward zone. Here they go now. It was Green trying to pick it up. He snapped it inside. Every opportunity for Sandy Bay. Couldn't quite pick it up.
Didn't have the ball.
Didn't have the ball, but it's play on, says the umpire. Fair enough too, Duff. Here's their opportunity for Sandy Bay. They really need to get this goal and be back in the game. Smith, though, gets it forward. Marked by Hibbard. Hasn't got the ball. And he's going to get the resultant free kick. What about that last one, Duff? How did you see that?
The one before?
Yes.
Yeah. Probably best to mute me on when I make comments about the umpires.
Yes, you're an absolute Barry Crocker on that there, Duff. Of course, we love the umpires, and they've done a great job, the men in yellow, as Hibbard gets it out wide. Sandy Bay there in Garrett. He screws it back in towards the centre of the play. Shea goes up for it. Thomas, he's wearing him like a cheap suit. Now it's drilled in towards their attacking zone. Here's the big opportunity for Sandy Bay. Beautifully roved there by Robinson. Goes back in to get it again, trying to get it out to the little fella in, excuse me, Bell Chambers. Shea's got it. Great tackle by Thomas. That's going to be one of the great matchups in this second half. Sandy Bay, though, getting it towards their full forward zone. Out comes Crew. Gives the old five-finger salute with the big punch into that one. It's tough in the clinches in here, Duff. Everyone's not giving an inch, and they're giving their quarter as Sandy Bay kicked that one off the ground by Bell Chambers. And it's a real arm wrestle early in the third quarter.
And just an observation, Hoppy, of looking at the Bay players. The player that's really stuck out for me today has been number 22, Ben Shea.
Yeah, Benny Shea and Jock Stalker, two of the big prime movers. You've got it in one there as Priest has gone for that one there. Here's an opportunity. Roved there by an opportunist there in Joshua Watts. Tries to drag it over his left shoulder. Well, there's a bit of a swing in momentum here, Duff, as Sandy Bay now are trying to apply the pressure, as that's a very nice kick in by Cook. Gets it out to Crew.
There's only one problem, though, Hoppy. They're just kicking points, and I think that's 7 points in a row now.
And it's Sandy Bay now. That's Garrett. Garrett drives it forward. It's a lovely kick in here. It's Sandy Bay trying to get some momentum, trying to get some scoreboard pressure. Hibbert gets the ball, and oh no, what's happened there, Duff? Unfortunately for Mitchell Hibbert, that one's gone off the foot and out of bounds. Sandy Bay now trying to drill it back in there. Unfortunately, couldn't pick up the ball. Oh, look out here, Duff. The old serviettes have come out and the old lunch has arrived. So happy days for the commentators as Hibbard. Hibbard screws the ball on the left one there. And here's Morton up from centre half back. And he's taken a very timely mark. Morton now, he's been good. Drives it towards the outer there. Beautiful mark.
Grab.
No, play on, says the umpire.
In the back.
Beautiful play.
Yes.
Oh dear, the very mild-mannered Franks there got into the back there, and it's a free kick. Up go the big men, spoiling there. It's Hopwood picks the balls up. He then drives the ball towards the outer side, and they're nice mark by Nugent. Nugent now drives it inboard to Franks. Beautiful mark there by Franks. He takes the mark and he goes to short kick. Now it's Morton. Morton now with the left foot kick. Beautiful work here. We've got the crisp sandwiches just arrived here, Duff, and they look absolutely scrumptious. Ball's back in towards the middle, and the big man there in Hopwood's taken the mark. Hopwood now driving it long, that drop punt, go to full forward zone. Here's Fife. He's over the ball, and he's been dangerous all day. He goes back in to get it, trying to hold the ball in is the defenders there. And that's been held in, and the umpires decided it's going to be a ball up there as Franks was playing the defensive side of play as far as the forward line's concerned. Up go the ruckman. Morton, he's been creative, gets the handball out towards Fife. Now the running players in Sandy Bay. That was nicely picked up by Robinson. Robinson's been able to get the kick in here. Nice spoil there. Good tackle there by Hopwood. He gets Shea and wrestles him to the ground. That enables the Lauderdale boys to pick it up. That's a fantastic mark by Lockie Manning, who's gone down there. Great mark by Nugent. Wrapped him up, and that's going to be holding the ball decision there, and that's a great tackle there by Nugent. I tell you what, Duff, you better not be able to comment because you've got a mouthful of the crisp sandwiches, and aren't they delicious?
They are, Hoppy. It is a kick on goal by Lauderdale.
And it's Triffett. Triffett gets it wide, standing on the ball. What about that courage there, Duff, by Dylan Main?
Yeah, great courage. And I tell you, it's a good match this. Unfortunately, Sandy Bay just not being rewarded. And it's still, what is it? It's only 22 points, Hoppy.
Yes, here's an opportunity there. Hopwood comes in there, but he gets the old hands in the back, and the resultant free kick is to Robinson. As on the mark there was Hopwood. Down it goes wide, over the top of Williamson. The chance here for Sandy Bay. A Stalker gets it. He's tackled hard by Priest, as he has been done all day. Gives the big don't argue. Priest, beautiful silky scares by him. He goes back in, picks it up with one hand, gets it out towards Hopwood. Hopwood gets it out towards the running player there in Hibbard. Hibbard gets it down, picked up by the full forward in Crabs. He gets it onto the left foot, but couldn't swing it around. And that's a minor score there, and another point to the Lauderdale team. 1 point there, thank you very much, Duff. As Sandy Bay have kicked it in. Out it comes. Up it goes. The half forward there in Grecian couldn't quite pick it out. Sandy Bay doing everything in their power, but Booth, he's been very clever. Gets it over to Hibbard. He gets the quick kick out. Kicked out to Fife. Fife gets it onto Hopwood. He goes the kick. He's been bumped. Play on, says the ump. Oh, what's that kick for, Duff?
Oh, I don't know what the ump's thinking there, Hoppy.
Gee whiz, that was stiff. But anyway, well played by Stalker. Stalker gets it out to Priest. Priest straight onto the prick, onto his boot, and a nice effort there by Manning. Manning couldn't get it, and that's very talented. Gets it across to the running players, and that is a beautiful kick by Oakford Grecian, who got the handball out from Triffett. Gets the high fives, and let's go and have another look at that one, Duff.
And we're just going to take it right back here, Hoppy. Goes right back to this young fella, number 7, Sandy Bay for Lauderdale. He's given away a free kick. It was a bit harsh. Anyway, and the ball came back down towards the wing, and this is where the turnover occurred, of course. And Lauderdale just taking it forward.
Yep, that was Priest who drove it in very much to the pressure position, and Morton was clever enough to pick it up, get it across to Triffett. Triffett, get it across in the middle there to Oakford Grecian, and he put that one right onto the boot and through the middle. And this is a good story there, Duff, this young fella, Sean Oakford Grecian. He broke his wrist earlier in the season, and he's just making his comeback to footy, showing great courage and endurance, and he's worked his way back into the team, so a great effort by him.
And of course the game's blown out now to 29 points, and it's a really important stage in this match. Sandy Bay must go down and start kicking some goals.
They really do, Duff. They need to hold on as it comes out again from Fife to Booth. Booth, very clever, tries to get into the forward zone on his wrong boot. It's Stacks on the mill, and I think we might even have a ball up here, Duff. Yes, there was an ugly passage of play there. So the umpires decided at about the 17 metres out from Lauderdale goal, directly in front. Up she goes. Big men go up. Krebs gets the tap out. Trying to rove. That was Franks. Oh, there's a push in the back, surely. And that's Bluey Campbell, William Campbell. He's a nice little player. Gets the ball out wide to Stalker. He's been one of the better players, Stalker. He's also stalked by Hopwood on this occasion. Goes back in to get it. Gresham couldn't quite pick that one up. Stalker's good enough in. He's showing good endeavour on the ball there, Duff. Getting that one out to Garrett. Garrett plays on.
This is what Sandy Bay have done a lot. Look, there's absolutely no questioning their commitment, Hoppy, and teamwork going forward as well. But just can they go down and kick a goal this time? Here we go.
Well, time will tell, Duff, as the ball's breaking. But if anyone can stop them kicking a goal, it's that man on screen. That was Cook and Evans. Those two boys, fair income. If they had younger brothers, there's no way known they would share their toys. They are absolute shockers. They won't give an inch. Or, sorry, as these kids know, a millimetre.
Yes.
Back it goes. Priest gets the tap out towards the 50. There he is for Sandy Bay, swinging around, getting it right to that full forward zone. Up go the big man as Cook punches the ball out. Picked up by Sandy Bay. Going back in towards the goal. It's snapped closely. But desperation there by the defence, and Krug and Priest get back and touch that one. A nice effort by Bastic, but couldn't quite get it through.
And that's just the pattern of the game. Sandy Bay going forward, some good team play, but unfortunately just, that time was touched. It's either going either touched off hands or across the face for behinds at the moment.
Yes, it is. And there's a good tackle, if you don't mind. Can't get it out. So the umpire said, play it on. There's Stacks on the mill. Desperation stakes now here, Duff, as it's going to be a ball up on the Ryde Street side of the ground. Up she goes. Hopwood back in the ruck now, and he gets another tap out there. Well roved by Sandy Bay and Watts. He gets the handball across to Stalker. Stalker from the 50-metre mark. Drives towards long. Sandy Bay at the back. Here's their opportunity. They're going to go off the ball. Oh, but isn't that great defence by Cook? Beautiful play there by Cook. He was good enough to double back there and smother that play. And now he goes for the short pass. He finds his cohort there in Crew. Crew's another one coming back from injury, Duff. Drop punt, wide out towards the outer. And up they go, and that's a very nice mark in there by Williamson. Williamson now driving towards the Ryde Street side. Can't quite pick it up. Morton picks it up, gets the handball on. Oh, tacks underneath it. Look at the tackles there, Duff. Lauderdale not giving an inch. That's been a feature of the game, is the tackling, the hard, the effort. They have just been really, really good, tight in the clinches. I think that one's gone out, Duff, and it's going to be a ball in. You and I were just talking a bit off camera, Duff, and you've been most impressed by the tackling pressure by the Lauderdale boys. Oh,
yeah, well, it's a big match, and of course that's just one of the aspects that Coach Hibbert has instilled into these boys from an early age. And although I suppose this is only their second year of tackling, isn't it?
Here they go. That was Hopwood to try and apply that kick, but Stalker now probably playing in the traditional ruck roving position, gets that kick, and he's good enough. Gee, that's a great follow-up by him. He comes in front of Thomas, though. Look at that great tackle here by Thomas. Gets it out wide to Kearney. Kearney then back in board to Garrett. Garrett into Shea. Here comes Shea. Can he kick the goal? It's going wide. And off she goes to the left-hand side again. Young Ben Shea's been pretty good, Duff, but he just can't quite get the goals. In goes Cook. He gets it out to Priest. Priest now nonchalantly kicks around the shoulder here. Out it goes towards Shea. That's Meredith on now. Good shepherd by Hopwood. Gets it out to Meredith again. There's another player then, McKnight, gets it out now to Hopwood. Hopwood driving it up towards their forward line. That's nicely scooped up by Campbell. He's under plenty of pressure. Gets it back over towards one of his teammates there, Duff, and that's Robinson who marks the ball. Robinson now looking for someone further downfield. In he goes. Lauderdale have got the front position, couldn't quite deck the mark. Meredith then slips over when he shouldn't have. Oh, nice tackle there by Hopwood, puts the clinchers on, but it comes out toward Garrett. Garrett now getting it towards them, but well smothered by Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay now, picking up the ball in Jones. But dear, oh dear, as it's been all day, Duff, Jones has been a really good mover, but he just hasn't had a chance to breathe, has he? Not given a millimetre by the miserly defence of Lauderdale.
Oh, that defensive pressure has been outstanding.
Here they go now, Sandy Bay. Yet again, Duff. It's a litany of points. and that comes from the pressure as Garrett tried to get that ball over there but couldn't get it through. So what we've seen here is quite a few changes before. So we noticed McKnight's on there for Lauderdale. Priest now has marked that deep in for the defensive side for Lauderdale. Big long kick out towards Thomas and Shea. The big men go up. Look at that, the big bear hug, if you don't mind, Spiros Orion style in World Championship Wrestling. Here's Shea trying to get it. McKnight's trying to tap it on. He's going back in towards the ball. Have a look at this stuff. This is indicative of the game. There's 4 Lauderdale boys to 1 Sandy Bay there, and that's been the pattern of play, outnumbering right across the line over the ball.
Yeah, good call there, Hoppy. Just a great effort by Lauderdale coming out of defence, and there they go again, getting their hands on the ball first. And gee, they're making it hard for the now we call them the Seagulls, the Lions.
Yes, just bring that one in though, Duff. It's the Lions now going forward. It's close to the line, and it'll go out of bounds. And it's the resultant free kick to the centre half back for Lauderdale in Priest. You've liked the way he's played there, Duff?
Yeah, having a good game like the rest of his defensive mates at the moment.
Okay, it's Priest. Just as we pump his tyres up, he kicks into the man on the mark, but he's still good enough to put the pressure on there. Over it comes. There's plenty of Lauderdale in defence as Cook comes out, just slams it onto his boot. Going out now, there's a numbers here for Sandy Bay, picked up by Jones. Dodges one, evades, looks inside, needs a forward mark here. Up it goes. They can't quite, it's Hibbard there. And there's the siren, Duff, for the 3/4 time. And it's Lauderdale now. That was a very nice quarter as far as they were concerned. Sandy Bay weren't quite able to make inroads into their score. And it's Lauderdale 48, Sandy Bay 23. That was the championship quarter, and Lauderdale were good enough in the arm wrestle to just put the pressure on there. Sandy Bay had plenty of opportunity there, Duff, but couldn't quite get a goal. Reiterating 7-6-48 to 11-23 as Coach Hibbard there is just trying to get the troops around there just to calm their nerves and just say, keep on with the boys, see what you can come up with, as we're going to take a quick spell here, Duff, and we'll be back in a minute for what will be a rib tickler of a last quarter. Gee, you don't want to zoom in too close there, Duff. The old sun shining on that bald bonks there of Coach Hibbard.
What's he saying?
He's just sort of saying, boys, I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. I want you to keep working hard. Obviously getting a bit of advice there from the astute one there in the corner.
Let's go to a break, Hoppy.
As we've got Coach Jones really trying to implore on the boys, this is what we've got to do. Is I think Mickey Arnold's probably stepping in there to give a bit of advice as the board's trying to come across. Anyway, Duff, we'll take a break and we'll be back here in a minute. Really looking forward to this last quarter. Yes, there we go, Duff. Some silly old grey-headed bloke down there, the old fox, looking a bit toey. Of course, it's never over till the fat lady starts to sing, and I tell you what, she hasn't started to clear the old tonsils out yet, Duff. There's plenty of life in this game. Here we go for the last quarter of what's the championship quarter. There's the siren, the last 15 minutes of football for 2010 as the ruckmen go up. It's Krebs, a nice tap out there this time. So Krebs has been moved into the ruck, Duff. It's Sandy Bay. If they just need to get this first goal and they can just set themselves alight. It's Nugent, gets the ball out, hands and knees, trying to get it forward. Stalker's over the ball then. Williamson goes back in and they get to Shea. We've called those two boys because they've been very good. Williamson dodges one, gets it out to the other one. He goes back in to get it himself. He's under the pump from Campbell. What's the umpire seen here? That's a free kick. Nicely played there by William Campbell. Campbell now getting it out there to Kearney. Kearney now looking forward. They really need a goal at this stage. Now's the opportunity for Sandy Bay. Nice mark there. Meredith on the mark. Sandy Bay now, as you can see, they're into the forward 50 arc. Priest backing back with great courage as Jones comes over the top. Jones now running around, trying to get a goal. In she goes close, and look at that, marked right on the last line of defence. Millimetre perfect by Cook. Cook now, right out towards the Ryde Street side. Up go the big men. Priest tried to bring it in, he can't. Meredith, though, he's good enough to pick it up and swoop on the ball. Williamson, who's had a cracker of a game, ducks the one tackle, gets it back to Franks. Over to, oh, what a great chain of handball, back to Williamson, over to Krebs. Krebs, the running player, into the big bloke up there in Fife. Fife couldn't quite pick it up, and it's nicely defended by Main. Main kicks it out wide, but there to take the mark is Krebs. Krebs on his trusty left foot drives it in wide, and that's a beautiful mark by Blackley. Blackley now tries to centre it, going out towards the full forward there, but in chips a nice defensive mark by Garrett. Garrett there, who chipped in front of the full forward Hopwood. Now it comes out for Sandy Bay, picked up by Watts. Watts now, great in a pace, going straight up through the corridors. They have to do from now, but that's Crew. Crew, good defensive mark. Gets it down wide to Franks. Franks marks and plays on. He's looking forward of field. And that's a beautiful mark there by Fife. Fife, the number 18 for Lauderdale. He'll turn on his left foot, centering the ball, and he's found Hibbard. Hibbard now is a long way out. Oh, I don't know what that means. I think that means I'm going to kick it long. And there it is. Hibbard now drives it long, trying to look for the big man. Up they go. It's over the back. I think it's been touched. And that's a behind, and the first score in the last quarter goes here to Lauderdale, and that's a single point there to Lauderdale. So they move on to 49 to Sandy Bay 23. Here they go now towards the Ryde Street side. There's a bit of a bump by Stalker, nice body movement. Got Krebs underneath the ball, gets it back out to Stalker. He shirks that tackle by Meredith. Good enough play by Stalker, gets it out to Shea. Oh, look at that courage. Beautiful there by Crew. Crew goes back in to get it again. Rove beautifully there by Robinson. Robinson tried to get it out. He gets the kick forward. A lot of pressure there. Oh, a little bit of argy-bargy there by Cook and McKnight. And, just a bit of friendly Tate there, but that's all part of the game as the boundary man will throw this ball in. Up she goes now. Up go the ruckman. Krebs couldn't quite get it out. He goes in for the tackle. Beautiful defensive skills there, McKnight. He's come on and doing a fantastic job for Lauderdale. Nicely picked up there by Cottier. Cottier's been good for Sandy Bay, driving it towards the scoreboard end. In comes Crew. He tries the old don't argue, puts the elbow out. In goes Hibbard. Keeps it out towards Krabs. He paddles the ball in front of him. Gets it back out to Hibbard. He gets the quick foot kick on the left foot. Nicely intercepted there by Evans. He goes again. In comes Campbell. He can't quite pick it up. Beautiful flick out there by Lauderdale and gets it across to Hibbard. Hibbard now kicking it out wide. Here comes Sandy Bay. That was beautifully chipped in. The ball's just going between the back lines there, and up it goes, one into the other. Shea chipped in front of the big fella there in Thomas and couldn't quite take that. Back in again he goes. In chips Fife. Fife gets the handball out to Priest. Priest now breaks clear. It's getting it down toward the full forward zone. But that is a fantastic mark in defence. I think chipping in there was Capelli. We'll call it a Capelli. That's great play by him. And he gets it out there towards, I think that's Schwei. Schwei then goes further afield. A little bit of push on play there to Stalker. And of course you can't do that, young jock. And that's a free kick there to Krabs. Krabs, who's gone onto the ball, goes onto his right foot, gets it in there. That's a great play there by Shea and Priest. They go up before they couldn't get it. Hibbard comes out, tries to get the handball out to favour his team. At this stage, the ball's bobbling from one side to the other. No teams be able to get clean ball. Up she goes, and Sandy Bay are trying to get the ball moving. It comes out towards Shea. Shea now bludgeons that ball towards the full forward zone. Back goes Smith. He's been a fantastic defender. Gets that nice handball into Cook. Cook almost there, standing still. That was almost like slow motion by old Dean Cook. Gets it out wide, but here's Smith. He picks up the ball. He gets it onto the right foot. Nice smother there. Beautiful smother there by Jones, trying to get the ball out, doing everything in his power to get the ball. Brave play there by Hibbard. Head over the ball. Both players, or players of both teams, trying to do the utmost that they can for their team. That was nicely defended there, but that's well marked by Campbell. Campbell, long kick in there, but Lauderdale have got the numbers in there. And that's a very strong mark from a very strong player in Crew. Crew now getting it out wide. That's great play by Oakford Grecian. He takes a bounce. He's gone for the kick now. Gets a little one in. In chips Fife. Fife's good enough to get the ball there, but here's Blackley. Blackley chips it up in towards the dangerous zone. Up goes Franks. He couldn't quite get the ball. Defending beautifully there by Sandy Bay. Great play here if Lauderdale are going to try and hold the ball in. It stacks on the mill. And I think the umpire's going to call it ball up. And so it's about 25 metres out, directly in front for the Lauderdale team as they're trying to get that sealer if they can. Up go the ruckman. Clever tack out there by Hopwood to Grecian there, and up she goes. And it's tipped out there by, Oakford Grecian. And it's a ball in here in the attacking zone for Lauderdale. As the ruckmen are milling there, that'll be Stalker and Hopwood. As there's a go-in play, it goes straight over the back that time to Morton. Morton out to Blackley. Blackley gets it onto the old left foot. Has a snap towards goal, but that's through for a minor score. And that moves Lauderdale now on to 50 points, I think. Oh no, this is disaster for Sandy Bay. In trying to get that ball moving, he's overstepped the mark, and the ball's got to come back here, and it's going to be a ball up right on the 10-metre square there, Duff.
One of those days, Hoppy, for the Bay. They no questioning their commitment to the game, but things just haven't gone their way today.
No, they haven't. And there, Hopwood gets the tap out, getting towards the favour as Fife goes in, the opportunist. But she's gone over first for the minor. It's a bit of a lull in play here, Duff. It's almost like Sandy Bay just needed to get those couple of quick goals to instill some confidence, some life in the game. And Lauderdale have just sort of arm wrestle style. So with 7.5 minutes, which is halfway through this quarter, and they just haven't been able to build momentum. And it's almost like, I don't like to say it, but they're sort of playing through the game now.
Yeah, he's my man though. Shea brings the ball out for Sandy Bay, out towards the wing area, right in front of our commentary position here, Hoppy.
Okay, as you've just called it there, Duff. It's back and stacks on the mill, and this will suit Lauderdale. No doubt about that. Every time they go on the ball, the umpire blows the whistle. There's no time on, and the old clock just keeps on ticking by. Up go the big men. Hopwood gets a very nice tap out to Thomas. Thomas gets it out to the extraordinarily skillful Bood, who gets it up to Morton, who's been good. Morton on all fours quickly gets it up to try and get that ball moving. In there is Oakford Grecian. He gets it out toward Hibbard. Hibbard, as skillful on his left as he is his right, comes over the back. Here's Fife, roving the pack, and he slams through another goal. Beautiful play there by young Fife. Ever the opportunist there, Duff. Put through a great goal on the left foot. Great goal, and I tell you what, put down your glasses, Duff. I tell you what, I think that might be all she wrote. Well, let's have another look at this one, Duff. Morton was just like a cat the way he got up there off all fours. Picked it up quickly there. Oakford Grecian got the ball out nicely to Hibbard. He got it onto his left foot. And have a look at that beautiful skills there. Absolutely magnificent play by Dylan Fife. And that's another goal to him. And as I was just saying for you there, I can just hear that very large lady just clearing her throat. Here she goes. I tell you what, that moves Lauderdale on to 57 to Sandy Bay 23. That might have just taken the wind out of the sails there, Duff. Anyway.
I think that's just about game over. You can tell, Mike, to sit down and relax, Mike.
Oh, you can never relax still, Duff, but back we go. Never given up, though, Sandy Bay. They're a very, very proud football club.
How's this?
Have a look at this by Shea. Oh. He's got that ball, and it's gone offline and through for one behind.
Oh, dearie me.
Dear, oh dear. I tell you what, Ben Shea has played a very nice game of football, Duff, but how many points have he got from poor old Benny?
Yeah, he's kicked a few, but I'll tell you what, he has been just about best on ground.
Definitely the best player for Sandy Bay. I've liked him and Stalker. We'll go through our best players, of course, at the end of the game here, Duff. We've got like that kick's come out wide, and here's that man I mentioned, Stalker. He's sort of stood out. I've liked the look of him, and also young Jones as well. And here's Hopwood. Hopwood gets it onto his left foot. He drives it again into attack. Here comes Triffett. He's going to go straight forward. He doesn't know any other way, does Triffett. He only runs in straight lines, and he's put the pressure on the Sandy Bay defenders. They've taken that ball over the line, and it's going to be a boundary line throw in about 40 metres out from the attacking zone of the Lauderdale Bombers Football Club, the boys from the Eastern Shore Beachside Club. Here we go now. A little bit of argy-bargy now, boys. Up she goes. Comes out to Triffett. He's got a good left foot. Great smother there by Sandy Bay. Comes back to Priest. Another smother. Great defensive by Sandy Bay. Oh, straight in the middle of the back. And that's going to be a free kick here to Angus Morton. He's going back now, going nice and steady. 50 metres out. Does the team thing. Squares it up. And a lovely mark in there to the big bloke in then Hopwood. Hopwood's been tremendous day all day. He's fast. Look out. He's really unloaded that one. He kicked it a long way. Down it goes towards Blackley. But over the back and through for a minor score. Another point to the Lauderdale boys. So Sandy Bay now bringing it in. Very nice kick. Comes out towards Stalker. Stalker can't quite get the handle on this one. He's good enough to recover. Great tackle there by Williamson. Coming back inside. That's Nugent. I think he's been pushed in the back, and I think that's the way the umpire's seen it. Nugent gets the free kick because he was the one going inside hard for the ball. I like the way the umpires played the ball, going for the ball. Nugent goes out wide here to Morton. Morton nonchalantly crooks that ball in towards full forward, and it's almost like a slip catch there. Very nice mark or catch, if you like, to Tanner Krebs. And Krebs now, this very much could be the icing on top of what will be a very nice celebratory cake for the Lauderdale boys, as he's lining it up now from about 15 metres out, directly in front here, Duff. In he comes. Put down your glasses, straight over the top of the goal umpire's head. And I think that's the third goal for Tanner Krebs after that very nice mark. Very good play by the Lauderdale boys to get it in tight. Up they go. Ball comes out towards Hibbard. Hibbard driving it forward now for Lauderdale. Up they go, the big men. There's been a few moves in here, and that was Patterson. Patterson gets it out well to Morton. Morton goes forward, but a very timely mark to Sandy Bay in defence. Going back, just steadying the ship now, Sandy Bay. Beautiful left foot kick towards the Ryde Street side. They've got the numbers, 2-1. Out it goes, picked up by Robinson, picked up now by Jones. He evades Boo, tries to get round Hopwood. Hopwood puts the bear hug on! He's run too far and a free kick. Hopwood to take the free kick now. No time to muck around. Comes back inboard to Hibbard.
Let him know
Hibbard
about that,
now takes the mark, and he's going to take this kick. Getting out towards the grandstand. In bums Triffett. Just sharing the ball around now. Duff is Triffett. Driving it on that trusty left foot. Deep into the forward zone. Up they go. Couldn't quite pull it in, but well enough to fight hard was Krebs. Trying to get it out. I noticed there the young bloke there in your man Munnings has come on now. He's come on for a guy. Here's Williamson. Gets it across towards Munnings. Oh, it's gone round his neck there, Duff. And that's young Connor Munnings. He's going to take a free kick. Here he goes now, Duff.
Will he make the distance from there, Hoppy?
Oh, Connor Munnings is a team player. Have a look at that play. He's handballed off to Priest. Priest comes in, kicks the goal, and it's all clear. Goal. Beautiful goal there.
Let's have a look at the replay here, Andrew.
Oh, let's have a look at the courage of young number 26 for Lauderdale, Munnings. He just put himself in the right spot, as you can see him. Look at him go the ball, put his head where, I tell you what, no one would put their bonds down in there. Courageous play by one, Connor Munnings. Going back here, and have a look at this play here, Duff. He measured up what he knows is his limitations. Handballs out to the big bloke there in Priest. Priest just hammered that home, and I guess that's why Lauderdale are in the position they've been in. It was great team play as all the boys have come round, corralled young Connor Munnings up, and he'll be absolutely cock-a-hoot after that bit of play there, Duff.
It just does the team thing, and isn't that what no doubt Mike has always instilled into the boys?
Absolutely.
Team play, 100% Hoppy.
Team play, doesn't matter who you are, Duff, as all the players are up now. It's getting very close to the end of the game, and Lauderdale are on 70 to Sandy Bay 24. Up they go. Sandy Bay getting one of their few hit-outs for the day as Lauderdale are still never giving up, and over they go. Nugent's fighting hard for the ball, stacking on the mill. All players are not giving an inch. Gets it out towards Hopwood. Hopwood now driving the ball forward. Up they go! Lovely mark there by Blakely.
It's party time.
Up they go, Blakely getting it forward again. Out towards Krebs. Surely can't get this go. Goes the old inside out. Goes across the goal. Just over the head of Trefford. And it's out of bounds in the true forward position here, Duff. Deep, deep, deep into the attack for Lauderdale.
There it is.
There it is, Duff. It's all over. It's all over here, and Lauderdale have come out victors as they embrace. They'll enjoy this victory, Duff. They know what victory is, because last year they were on the mat, and they've come back from the depths of despair, Duff. They were losers last year by the barest minimum of the margins, and they've dragged themselves up off the carpet and got this great victory. Lauderdale 70 to Sandy Bay 24.
So about 4 more seconds, she might be all over.
Yeah, Hoppy.
Hey!
How's this, Hoppy?
Well, there it is. Fantastic scenes here, Duff. Listen to that song come out.
Doesn't this take you there, Hoppy?
How's that, Nick? Yeah, no, good. They got the just rewards today. They were fantastic. They just stuck to the plan. You know, they were fantastic.
The game plan going into today?
Oh yeah, just be accountable when they had the ball and do our thing when we've got it. There you go.
Good game.
No worries.
well deserved.
Yeah, no, just about that. The boys stuck to it all the day, so they've got the just rewards. They've been the best side over the whole year. Haven't been beaten. It's a fantastic effort from the boys.
Well done, congratulations.
Oh, isn't this great footage of being in the inner sanctum of how a coach thinks after the final stuff?
Don't you just love it?
Well, let's get back to Mike.
He's very though, isn't he?
Oh, I tell you what, he might be subdued on externally, but internally the competitive juice will just be flowing outside of his ears. He'll be loving it, Michael Hibbard. They've trained hard all year from the early stages of summer, put the boys through their paces, moulded them, putty and gelled them together, and they've come away with the flag, Duff. That's what you play the footy for.
Well, they had the disappointment of last year, Hoppy, and of course this year they've gone one better.
Yeah, and you can't deny them here, Duff, accolacking around just a fraction there after last year's disappointment. Of course, they had to sit here and see the premiership be presented to the opposition, so they would have been hard going through that. So here they are enjoying it.
On public display, right? So you can be humble about our win. We can really, when we get in there, we can really enjoy it. But just Helen, if you're listening, just remember we're on public display. We'll enjoy it, but be sympathetic because we've been in a situation again before, right? We'll get in there and we'll let ourselves know how good we are because we are. We've been very good today. Good job!
Oh, you remember all these moments, of course, Andrew. Been there, done that, mate.
Yes, of course not. I can't remember back as far as a youth, though, Duff. They're going back far too many years. But there they go. They're jumping up and down and going to enjoy it. And we'll look forward to a minute, Duff, as the pictures here from the Hutch TV. We've got 3 and 4 cameras viewing everything at the moment. It's fantastic scenes. The excitement is just bubbling over here. There's no doubt about it. And, of course, the boys have to understand the history that they're about to go as they climb the stairs of the old Horigorium stand, isn't it, there at the northern end there. Just fantastic scenes as we see Henry Hopwood, the captain, leading his troops. Here they go. Of course, winners are grinners, Duff. You know that. You've been a winner more times than you've been a loser in all facets of sport and life. Up they go here, and this is the thing they very much look forward to.
Not us, sorry.
Not us, look forward to us there, Duff. For God's sake, man, let's get it up to these young men. Of course, it's a wonder they've got enough energy to walk up those stairs. They've played it hard. The main thing I've been impressed about, Duff, is probably the tackling today. I was most impressed by the pressure that they applied to Sandy Bay.
Yeah.
Sandy Bay were never allowed to sort of get into the game. You know, every time they got the ball, there was 2 and 3 Lauderdale blokes just on their hammer every single time.
And I think watching the game from the sideline like I did for a quarter there, the bigger bodies of Lauderdale.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. They were pretty physical. They've been working in the gym, of course, courtesy of Oceana Health and Fitness over there on this. And saw Dean Ewington. He's got them all on programs over there. They've done a great job as here we'll join Tony Gibson for the presentation.
Coming out of Norris, 1872, and Sandy Bay was 2-12-24. Now I'm heading over to Andrew Jones, coach Sandy Bay, St. Edwards. Thanks, Tony. Just to leave in the Lauderdale boys, fantastic effort today. You've been the best team all year, and you deserve your win, so well done. Tonight, boys, fantastic effort. Okay, you had a real crack, and you were beaten by a better side on the day, but I'm sure myself as coach and all the supporters are absolutely proud of your efforts, and yeah, you had a real go, so well done. And thanks to Jim and SDJ Phil and the sponsors, turned on a fantastic day, so thanks very much.
And a nice speech there, Hoppy.
Yeah, it's hard yards when you're in defeat, and showing a lot of class there as always is Andrew Jones, the coach of Sandy Bay.
Oh, well, what a moment here for Michael. Is he going to be reading the speech, or is it all off the top of the head by the looks of it?
To acknowledge the effort of well. Look, they put on a fantastic day for the boys, and in doing that also acknowledge the work that the sponsors do and stuff like that. The boys really appreciate getting the opportunity to play the grand final, play at North Lauderdale. Right, it's the right thing to no one really knows the effort that's gone into this, except them. If work right and wanting to do really well are part of why we've achieved it, then they certainly deserve it. Look, a fantastic effort, boys. You really deserve what you've got, and thank you for putting on display today. To the parents of our boys, thank you for entrusting me to me. It's a great environment, and I hope you get as much enjoyment as seeing your boys perform really well today as I have, and the fact that they're able to put in all the work and things like that. Thank you.
Well, a very emotional Mike Hibbard there, Duff.
Now call on the General Manager of Cripps Bakery, Paul Gelsky, to present the best player on the ground medal to number 7, Henry Hopwood.
Well, what do you think about that, Hoppy?
Oh. Yeah, well, there you go, Duff. As I said before, obviously takes after his mother.
Now I'd like to ask Michael to come back to the microphone. He will call out the players' names to receive their premiership medallions from Mr. Giddles.
Number 1, Jesse Murray. Number 3, Alan Sutcliffe. Number 5, Isaac Pratt.
Had a good game, Hoppy.
Yeah, very creative across the half-forward line, young Franksy. Kicked a nice goal too. Kept the ball in.
Number 6, Angus Morton.
Led up, continually kept leading up from centre half forward. Did a great job in the keeper's position.
Number 8, Max Williamson.
Tough nut. He really is just barometer of the team on how he tackled.
Number 9, Mitchell Hibbard.
Classy skills, both sides of his feet, and of course the best and fairest in the league, young Mitchell Hibbard.
Number 10, Riley Murray.
Beautiful, skillful player, more an outside player, great pace, and get the ball to him and he's going to do something with it.
Casey Blackley.
Oh, another bloke who played in that half-forward line and led up. Good overhead too, Duff.
Number 12, Gary Truitt.
Oh, look at the strength on this man. Kicked the first goal and got the boys rolling. They love him, Triff. Love the hairstyle
Number
too.
13, Damon Crew.
Wasn't he tough down back, Duff?
Yeah.
Never gave an inch. Came back from a strong injury. Well done, Dame.
Number 14, Sean Oakwood.
Broke his wrist early in there. Showed great courage, did Sean, and played a rip-roaring game today. Well done, son.
Number 15, Jacob Evans.
Well, one of the unsung heroes there. He played a magnificent game from the half-back flank. Kept his man to bugger all kicks there, Duff. Did a great
16,
job.
Alec Patterson.
In the same mould, both these boys came to the club last year and dour defenders and don't give an
17,
inch.
Ken Perez.
Kicked 3 goals up full forward and always gave themselves a target. Love his dukes.
Yeah, does the job.
Biggest man on field, number 18, Dylan Farr.
Oi, look at the big bloke coming out. You don't mind. Kicked a couple of great goals behind the Cats.
Number 20, Jack Smith.
Oh, Jack. Very nice. You love him on your side if you're going into battle, half-back flanker.
Number 21, Johannes Peters.
The unluckiest man in football. Broke his hand last year, came down, fell down injured. Look at that. He's got his hand in plaster again this
Number
year.
22, Jackson Nugent.
Great pace on the wing, gives him plenty, and he drives him into the forward line.
Number 23, Dean.
Oh, they love Cookie.
TV celebrity.
Oh, celebrity, the great full-back.
Number 25, Byron McKnight.
Came on the will of the West, very creative on that left foot. Have a look at him, a great head of hair.
Number 26, Connor Munnings.
Connor Munnings, they loved him and he handballed that one off, Duff. Great team man.
Very unselfish.
Number 27, Brayden Priest.
Didn't matter if he was in the centre or centre out back, and you can see the boys love his performance.
Number 31, Alexander Thomas.
Have a look at them, they still keep coming, the 2 towers. Get out of the way, the big 7'3" man says.
And last week, number 7, the captain, Henry Hopwood.
Well, here's the skipper. I just about won every tap in the game. He played a rip-roaring game with the Cripps medalist, Henry Hopwood there, Duff.
What's he got in that hair, Hoppy?
Give me a product there, Duff.
Andrew Hopwood, Chris Sutcliffe, Trevor Morton, and Lisa Crew come forward to take the medal. Thank you.
Oh, well served to you, Hoppy. In the background, making it happen.
I love the Silver Fox getting his medal there. Loves the winning medal round the neck there, Duff. There's Chrissy Sutcliffe too. The other fellas are down there, so he's going to do the right thing, the old runner. Here's what they've been waiting for, Duff, the cup.
It's starting to smile, Mike, now, isn't it?
Beams me to ear.
You've got a very odd beauty to perform. Would you come up here, please? We got the Prince Tubby here. I think we can do the right thing to get presented to you. Well done.
Tell you what, this Hopwood bloke loves the limelight, Duff.
Would you like to say a few words to the boys and stuff like that?
First of all, I'd like to thank Steve today for a fantastic effort today. Put on a great performance and everyone working to a great game. So thanks very much, Steve. Thanks very much to the club, Phil Gedward, our president, for all the work he does around the club, and all the officials that put in to make today such a special day for all the boys. Everyone around the team, so Coach Mike Weaver, Lisa, Andrew, Trev, and Ryan Chris, and the biggest thank you to the boys for a fantastic effort today.
Do you think he rehearsed that speech?
Showed a bit of composure, the old boy there, and there it is, Duff. That's what they wanted, the old cup. Worked all year. Let the old hair down now, Duff. Of course, the hair doesn't come down like it used to in our day. We'd have it free flowing, but now with the old product and gel in it, I'd say that hair stays up for all to see like the old roosters. But anyway, they'll enjoy this moment, Duff. There's no doubt about that. They'll remember it. And of course, courtesy of Hutch TV, they'll remember it forever. It's just been stamped in the disc. Have a look at that. Now we even go on the lap of honour, I think, here, Duff.
I think they'll sing the song.
No doubt about that, Duff.
It's all smiles now, Andrew.
Yes, it's all smiles, and of course now the boys are going to come down to the Oval and do their lap of honour, which is fantastic, where they can actually acknowledge the mums, dads, uncles, aunts, grandparents who have made the trek here to the heart of footy at North Hobart. It's a very special ground. As we follow the lads round for their last time on the Oval. Fantastic footage here from Hutch TV as the boys jogging back towards the change rooms, and of course they'll go in there and in amongst their own friends, family, they'll absolutely every minute and soak it up, Duff. It doesn't come easy, as you know.
Thanks, Andrew, for the great commentary. Andrew Hopwood, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know of him.
Turn it up, Duff. Here we go.
What's that cookie?
Cookie.
Crazy cookie. All right. What do you think's going to happen here, Hoppy?
Well, no doubt about it. If he'd be true to form, obviously Mike made a public speech there, Duff, but he'll probably talk quietly to the lads, and I'd imagine I won't preempt what he's going to say, but I'm sure he's just going to tell them how proud he was of them, and a few thank yous, and, you know, as long as these lads, they're showing their joy, but honestly, it's a great achievement to come away with the victory, and I think they're just forming the circle here to sing the song, are they, Duff? Or they're just going to get a bit of a rap here from the coach. Marvellous scenes from Unit Sanctum. That's going to sit down now. Here they go. There they are, the old champions for 2010. The Lauderdale Football Club from the Bayside suburb. Congratulations, lads. A job well done.
Where's Mike? Is he outside talking to the media, I'd say?
Yeah, obviously, not only is Hutch TV here, that'd be Channel 9, 7. We heard the helicopters a little earlier taking those aerial shots, Duff, for the news. Of course, there's Dr. Franks, making it very important to rehydrate, of course. All the frivolity there, Duff, but of course you've got to get the fluids back into after a hard-fought game like that.
And no doubt in the speech that Mike will be making, he'll be congratulating the boys, but also very focused on pre-season training. We're ready for next year. It starts now, doesn't it?
Oh, don't worry about that. They'll give him about 5 minutes to enjoy it, and then he'll be back on the next year. About that.
And some of you have seen it, but now it's going to mean something. Right? Now, but in saying that, right, there are a lot of things that I haven't said during the year because we've been winning so well. Now, for a team to play the whole year and not get defeated, and then to go in with the attitude that you guys had today is amazing, right? It's a fantastic effort. You be really proud of that fact. You never got a big head, you never got above yourself, and you played today like madmen that were just intent on changing what happened last year. You've done a fantastic job, and it shows great mental strength to do that. You know the best thing about footy, boys? They don't have it easy, but I'm going to tell you a little story. Right? No, a little story. The best thing about the footy is, boys, today, you know, like we're all good mates with each other, and you know, and I bit official and you know, a bit serious and blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. Not that you can guess, but anyway. The thing about it is, today you've created a bond. Yeah, and today that bond is, in 30 years' time, you're going to run into some of these blokes, and some of you are going to go on and have footy careers, some are going to have academic careers, some are going to go back to Germany, some are going to be musicians, some are going to be great lawn bowlers, whatever. Who are we getting at there? But no matter what, you've got a bond that you share. And I'm going to get you to watch this video in here. No, not yet, because we've just got to do a few things. Yeah? We've got plenty of time, boys. The season's over. But you have got a bond. And when you see a bald old man that can't hardly walk, you're still going to come up to him and shake his hand and say, I know you were hard on this one, I can see why you did it. And I'm going to take great pleasure over the next 10, 15 years of seeing where all you boys go to and what you do, because you are very good, right? And you are excellent, right? You've done a magnificent job this year, right? It was just to keep that momentum up. The best thing about today, boys, the best thing, finally we've had a significant win against those Mongols. Right, yeah, finally the gap is a fair indication of the difference, and that's the best thing, how we played today. Now, if we have got up by 1 point, it wouldn't have mattered. That was the gap between us and them it was clearly shown today. You played to your ability, and each and every one of you should be very proud of that. The next 15 minutes, boys, Mum and Dad are going to go and tap you on the shoulder and say what a great job. And everyone else is going to really just enjoy it. That's the most important thing. I want you to watch this DVD with me, and as many mums and dads that want it can fit in and watch it as well. It goes over the sort of things. It's about a premiership side that won a premiership, or a team that won a premiership, and it's just see the mateship afterwards, boys. Really enjoy it. You've done a fantastic job. Look, a couple couple of things. Now we've got our barbecue tonight, or today. That will start at, I'll be there about 3:30 setting up. We'll start from 4 to 6, so there's plenty of food, plenty of drink, have a bit of fun in the swimming pool and stuff like that. Right, so, there's that. Tomorrow night we've got our presentation and begging carers. Right, is there anything else, mums and dads? Cheers, Andrew. Yeah, right, and realise they've always realised that the under-16s are playing here, and it would be fantastic if we could get behind them for a little while and that they too could do what we've done. Clearly the best side in the competition, fantastic effort. To those boys that came here for the first year, right, you know, like it's, I know it's probably you've trained harder, had to be a bit more disciplined, but you guys have made a huge difference. Last year you were runner-up. This year, to you guys, you made a huge difference. Right, you've given us great more. Boys anymore. You're not Dodgy boys anymore. You are all part of the one team, and we'll have always that in common from now on to ever, boys. Well done.
Wasn't that fantastic, Duff? And the dramatic music's coming on, Duff. That's sensational. But even old Mike had a tear in his eye. You could just about see it bubbling over there, just welts coming out.
Brimming from ear to ear.
He was a proud man. Not only did he have two sons, he had one playing in that match. I put it to you, Duff, and I put it to you, ladies and gentlemen. He's now got 24 other sons. They're joined at the hip for life after a fantastic performance out there by the Lauderdale boys. Well done, Lauderdale. Well done, Michael. Duff.
Yes.
Surely they've had enough of us.
I think so.
I think it's time we sign off now. So that's all for us at Hutch TV. Make sure you've got your copy if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget one for the uncles and the aunts. So you can, don't forget, if you want an extra copy of this magnificent production, come to www.hutchtv.com.au. You can get this game and plenty of others. That's all for us. We look forward to coming back to your living rooms next year, Duff. Goodbye from you.
And goodbye from me.
See you later, everybody.